to do with you. In your basket.
What's this thing down here?
Oh,
yes, that's it.
I declare the 27th Congress of the Dudgeon family in session, as laid down by Chairman Hoskins in his directive on the 15th of October, 1998. And stop chewing your nails, though.
I'm hungry.
Well, you should have ate your beetroot.
I prefer my nails.
Now, can I take it that the minutes of the previous Congress
Yes.
Thank you. Minutes passed by acclaim. Right. Matters arising.
Oh, go on, turn those dishcloths down, love, they're bubbling over.
Graham, strictly speaking, that is hardly a matter arising.
It will be if we don't turn them down.
Never mind dishcloths. This is democracy. Grassroots. Now, are there any matters arising?
No. Is that all then? Can I go now?
No, Bob. Stay. Not you, Trotsky. I was not addressing you. Can I remind you about the thoughts of Chairman Hoskins?
Oh, not the little red book again.
Yes, the little red book again, so. Thought number 80A. The family that prays together ends up in a psychiatric hospital. Well, that's not right, right? What?
Get on with it.
Quite right, Trine, quite right. Item 1 on your agenda. There is a very important piece of news in Thursday's newspaper.
Well, Thursday's newspaper has been under the rabbit since last Friday.
I am referring to next Thursday's newspaper, Graham.
Next Thursday's paper. We haven't had Tuesdays or Wednesdays yet.
They plan ahead, though. They're much better organised these days.
How do they know what the news is going to be?
Well, they decide.
Well, what if the world ends tomorrow?
Well, they might decide not to announce it. Now, I move that we send a message of congratulations to Chairman Hoskins after his triumphant swim of the River Thames at Putney.
When did he do that? Tomorrow?
Very probably so, very probably. There you are. I have a picture of him.
Oh, his face is all crooked.
Which way's he going? He's got his head on back to front.
No, he's looking back to encourage the others.
I reckon it's a fake picture then. Either that or he's a freak.
So, Chairman Hoskins is a perfect physical specimen. He's in the prime of life.
He's your age.
Exactly.
They say the Pope can do 23 press-ups.
That is because he is on diabolical steroids. Right, a message will be sent. Text to be worked out by a subcommittee, viz. me. Right, item 2, Bob.
What?
We would like to put on record our best wishes for Bob, who sits his officer's entrance examination tomorrow.
I don't want to be an officer.
Yes, you do, Bob. Everyone wants to serve the USS RGB.
Oh, he's not big enough to be an officer.
Of course he is. Lionel Billing down the road, a ballet dancer. He's 4'3". He's got a part in Swan Lake.
Yeah, but who wants to be the back end of a duck?
Thank you, sir. May I remind you what the chairman says about laughter? Thought 97. Laughter is like liquid paraffin. A little goes a long way.
Well, I say I like officers. They get white sugar.
And 2 extra blankets.
Yes, and you can send beef dripping home.
Hold on. Bob is not serving the motherland for soft living and luxury goods. Though an extra bar of soap would come in handy, Bob. Right, now, if you want to do some revising tonight, I've made a nice little quiet place for you in the shed. But if you sneeze, mind the cement.
Thanks, Dave.
Right, item 3. I have run into a problem over the dog licence. It seems the local committee have filled their quotas, doggy-wise. So I've had to register Trotsky as a cat.
As a cat, Trotsky won't like that.
He need never know. And he is qualified for a flea collar, a little bell, and he can have 1 kitten a year. Right, item 4, AOB.
What?
AOB? Oh, AOB. Any other business?
Yes. I bumped into Dillis the other day. She's a miner now, a face worker. Well, she gets twice as much pay as I do with the danger money and her own canary. Well, I'm sick of Mr. Chafer and the office. I fancy being a miner.
No daughter of mine's going down the pits.
Trine, she may have a vocation.
She can have what she likes. She ain't going to be a miner.
You're prejudiced against women, you are.
Your mother is a woman.
Oh, Reg, you say the nicest things.
And she's quite right. All them sex-mad miners grabbing at you with their smutty hands.
Mr. Chafer's the one with the smutty hands. All the miners in this country are women.
That is a very good point, though, cogently put. That will have to be referred to a plenary session of the executive.
Reg,
What?
shut up.
Right.
Zoe, I work on the railways. Do you want hands like these?
Is that all then?
Oh, hold it. I want aluminium teeth.
What?
These new aluminium teeth I want a set.
Well, what's wrong with the nice wooden ones you've got?
All the paint's coming off.
Right, we will put in a tooth application.
Well, you can put one in, but nothing will happen. Haven't you got any influence?
Proper channels, Trine, proper channels. Now, finally, something rather serious. Someone in this family has been praying, saying their prayers.
Oh.
No names, no pack drill, Bob. But may I remind you that Chairman Hoskins sees a complete withering away of religion, followed by a proper atheistic society, forever and ever.
Amen.
I did not hear a word. Meeting adjourned.
It's only me. Oh, fine lot of work you're doing playing gramophone records. What's that? The starting handle?
You wind it up, you don't need electricity or nothing.
Cool, that's neat. What's Buddy Holly?
I think she's a crooner from the olden times.
Donald Piers in a shady nook. Yeah, this must be rock and roll. You shouldn't have found these. These are Dad's from when he was a teenage tearaway.
Dad was never a teenager.
In the 60s he was.
What, under Queen Elizabeth and Philip the Terrible? I thought it was all the rich who got the records and all the poor who got executed then. That's what it says here.
Yeah, well, that's what it says there, and that's what you've got to learn. But you don't have to believe it.
I don't want to be an officer.
Oh, yes, you do. I've got to have some new knickers. Well, you'll be able to get parachute silk. Come on. Right. What is the first duty of a platoon commander?
To make sure the political opinions of his platoon are correct.
There you are, you know it. You'll pass easy.
Well,
What's your best food?
best food
Your favourite?
in the world?
Yeah.
Swiss roll.
All right, you pass, I'll get you a Swiss roll.
Yeah?
Well, Mr. Chaper did say he'd lay the world at my feet. He can start with a Swiss roll.
All right, I'll have a go.
We'll have a party. Play some of these things for a laugh.
They won't let us.
Of course he will. You pass, he'll be all for it.
It's tacky. Where's the sole?
Oh, here it is, love. Michelin.
They last well, these. Long as they're not reinforced with metal. Working nights, I sometimes have to tread on the live rail. Millie Boff spits on them. You should see it.
Mum, when Bob's done his exam, can we have a party?
You have to ask your dad, he's the head of the house.
Will you tell him what to do?
Yeah, I've told him to be head of the house. Turn the radio on, Zoe, check the time.
Here's your sandwiches, love. Government corned beef again.
I'd have been better to put the corned beef on the boots and eat... solemn music. Solemn music.
What's wrong?
Try the other stations.
It's all the same. Is it a party political broadcast?
Try the television.
Well, it's 8:10. It should be Hilda Ogden in Revolution Street.
Well, they stopped all the programmes.
What's it for, Mum?
Somebody must be seriously ill.
Hey?
Yeah, well, they do it the Russian way now. They don't tell you anything. They just play solemn music.
Perhaps it's Chairman Hoskins.
That's swim across the Thames. He's caught his death, and now he's dying of it.
Well, the Thames did for your Uncle Percy.
Oh, that's different. Uncle Percy dived in and hit his head on a supermarket trolley. Turn it off.
Well, shouldn't we wait for the news?
Oh, there mightn't be any for days. Turn it off, oh my God. Your dad will be so upset when he hears about it. He'll probably have a meeting. He'll go on and on and on.
Oh, he'll still let us have our party, won't he?
Party? You heard that music? Your dad thinks Chairman Hoskins is the greatest thing since sliced beetroot.
Yeah, well, I know he agrees with him.
Agrees with him? He takes that little red book to bed with him and hugs it. 3 in a bed in our marriage. 4 if you count Lennon. Oh, say nothing.